restaurant was never the name of the restaurant. That was always just the name of the song. I guess, well, that's why I still call the song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Well, it all started 50 years ago. 50 Thanksgivings ago. Woo! 50 years ago on Thanksgiving, when my friend and I decided to go up and visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice didn't used to live in the restaurant. She used to live in the church nearby the restaurant, in the bell tower, with her husband Ray and Foncha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they used to have a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And seeing as how they took out all of the pews and having all that room, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there and found the place was filled with garbage, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the town dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction and headed on toward the town dump. We got there. There was a sign, a chain across the road saying, "Closed on Thanksgiving." And we had never heard of a dump being closed on Thanksgiving before. So with tears in our eyes, we drove off into the sunset, looking for another place to put the garbage. And we didn't find one until we come to a side road. And off to the side of the side road, there was a 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff, there was another pile of garbage. And we decided that one big pile would be better than two little ones. And rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down. And that's what we did. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obi. He said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a half a ton of garbage. Just wanted to know if you had any information about it." And I said, "Yes, sir, Officer Obi. I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage." It was after talking to Obi for about 45 minutes on the telephone that we finally arrived at the truth of the matter. And Obi said we had to go down and pick up the garbage, and we also had to go down and talk to him at the police officer station. Now, friends, there was only one or two things that Obi could have done at the police officer station. And the first thing was, he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest over the telephone, which wasn't very likely, and we didn't expect it. And of course, the other possibility was that, well, he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility we hadn't counted upon, and we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed. And I said, "Obi, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on." He said, "Shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car." And we sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, "scene of the crime," unquote. Now, friends, I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this was happening. They got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers, and 1 police car. But when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it. And they was using up all kinds of cop equipment they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster tire tracks, footprints, dog-smelling prints. They took 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. They took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner and the southwest corner. That's not to mention the aerial photography. It was after the ordeal, we went back to the jail, and Obi said he was going to put us in the cell. He said, "Kid, I'm going to put you in the cell. Give me a wallet and your belt." And I said, "Obi, I can understand you want my wallet, so I don't have any money to spend in the cell. But what do you want my belt for?" He said, "Kid, we don't want any hangings." I said, "Obi, did you think I was going to hang myself for glittering?" Obi said he was making sure, and friends Obi was, because he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. Took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll, have an escape and get away. Obi was making sure, all right. And it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? This is still the song about Alice. And she come by, and with a few nasty words to Obi on the side, she bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church, had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. Went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning, when we all had to go to court. We walked in, sat down. Obi come in with the 27 by 10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and the paragraph on the back, and each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. And he sat down. A man come in. He said, "All rise." And we stood up, and Obi stood up with the 27 by 10 colored glossy pictures, and the judge walked in, sat down with a CNI dog. He sat down. We sat down. Obi looked at the CNI dog. Then at the 27 by 10 colored glossy pictures, looked at the CNI dog. And Obi began to cry, because Obi come to the realization that this was a typical case of American blind justice. And there was no way the judge is going to look at the 27 by 10 colored. Well, it didn't matter, because we was fined $25 each, and we had to pick up the garbage in the snow. Of course, that's not really what I come to talk about so much, just thought I'd mention it. I thought I'd talk a little bit about the draft, and for those that don't know or can't remember, they used to have a thing back in those days called the selective service system. And that was when you was a guy, you turned 18 years old, you had to register with the selective service so that you could select some kind of service that might be of interest to you. If your choice was none of the above, they would help you out by making a selection for you. That's what we called the draft, and they had a building up in New York City where you used to have to go in, get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. I had to go up there one morning a long time ago for my physical examination. So I got good and drunk the night before, because I wanted to feel my best when I went in that morning. I mean, I wanted to be like an all-American kid. And when I went in that morning, I was hung down, I was brung down, I was hung up, I was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking things. I walked in, I sat down. They gave me a piece of paper, said, "Kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604. I went in there. I said, "Shrink, I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth, eat dead bird bodies. Kill. And I started jumping up and down, yelling, kill. And he started jumping up and down with me. We was both jumping up and down, yelling, kill. Till the sergeant come over, pinned a medal on me, sent me down the hall saying, "You're our boy." I didn't feel real good about it, but I proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, and all kinds of stuff that they was doing to me at the thing there. And I was there for 2 hours, 3 hours. I was there for a long time, going through all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. They was inspecting, injecting every single part of me. They was leaving no parts untouched. But I proceeded through until I finally come to see the very last man. I walked up, I said, "What do you want to see me about?" He said, "Kid, we only have one more question. orchestration, all kinds of other phenomena. He stopped me there, he said, "Kid, you go to court." And I told him the story of the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles. He stopped me again. He said, "Kid, I want you to go over, sit down on that bench that says Group W. Now, kid." I went over there. Group W. Group W is where they used to put you if you might not have been moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. There was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking people on the bench next to me. I mean, there was mother rapers, father stabbers, father rapers. There was father rapers sitting there on the bench next to me. I mean, these are just mean, nasty, ugly, horrible, crime kind of guys. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he sat down next to me and said, "Kid, what'd you get?" I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $25 to pick up the garbage." I said, "Kid, what was you arrested for?" I said, "Veteran." And they all moved away from me on the bench, giving me the hairy eye, all kinds of stuff, until I said, "Hey, creating a nuisance." And then they all come back and shook my hand, and we had a great time on the bench talking about crime, by the stabbing, by the raping. We were smoking cigarettes and all kinds of stuff, having a good time. Until the sergeant come over. He had some paper in his hand. He held it up. He went like this. He said, "Kid, this big paper got 47 words on the other side says, when on time the crime be counted, the crime be gonna say, tell you the truth about the crime. The rest of the officer's name, kind of thing, got to say, and he talked for 45 minutes. And nobody understood a word he said. But we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench. I wrote down the massacre like I was supposed to, and I put down my pencil. Turned over the piece of paper. And there on the other side of that piece of paper, in the middle of the other side, I mean away from everything else on the other side, underlined, capitalized, quotated, read the following words. "Kid, have you rehabilitated yourself?" I went over to the sergeant. I said, "Sergeant, you got a lot of going to ask me. I've rehabilitated myself." I mean, I'm sitting here on the bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids' houses, children's villages after being a little bug. He said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. We're going to send your fingerprints off to Washington." And friends, somewhere in Washington, enshrined in a little folder, is a study in black and white of my fingerprints. They're still there. They've been there 50 years. But I'm not the only one. They've been adding to the collection recently. So the only reason I'm sending you the song tonight is because you may know somebody in a similar collection. Even some of you could be in a collection like it. And if you find yourself in something like that, you don't know what to do. There may not be much anybody can do, but there's something you can try. And that's just to stop what you're doing sometime, somewhere, out of the blue. And just go like this, you say, "You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant." That's it. Just somewhere on the street, wherever you are. Sing a bar at Alice's restaurant. Imagine one person. Well, it's probably not worth collecting one person, but imagine two of them. Maybe two of them trying to get married in Texas or Ohio or something. Or three of them in Utah or Idaho. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's probably worth collecting then. Probably worth listening in or something. So imagine 50, maybe 50 people a day. Maybe 50,000 people stopping and singing the bar, Alice's restaurant, wherever they are. I tell you, they'll be listening in. They'll be collecting. And if they hear it enough, they might start singing along. And when you get people singing along on something, it becomes what we used to call a movement. somebody's gonna write a song worth singing. Something that doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on, doesn't matter where you come from or what you do or how you are or anything like that, but something worth singing along on. It's not this song, I know that. So while we're waiting for that song to come around, we can practice on the one we've got. It's not that hard. We're just waiting for it to come around again on the guitar here. Alright. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. No. Even for Hampton, that sucked. You want to end war and stuff, you want to change the world, do something, you got to learn to sing loud so people can hear you, so it's worth collecting. So we'll wait for it to come around again. This time with feeling. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. At Alice's restaurant. It's fun singing the old song every once in a while. There's a reason we don't do it every show, every year, you know, but it's fun doing this particular tour.